What are we doing, Annabelle?
Fixing the old car.
Yeah, what kind of car is it?
Dodge Challenger.
Yeah! Well, I've taken a little bit of a break, and that's because we moved to a new house. So as you notice here, I finally got set up in my new garage. And I've finally gotten all the renos done, so I can start to get back at this project now, finally. So this is how it sits, the way I left it, I guess in the beginning of summer. Some parts pulled off. So what I want to focus on now is getting this area ready here so I can put the fender back on. So as you can see, I've cut out some of the rust spots already, and this is going to get cut out too. That was a patch somebody had put in, and you can see the rust that's in here. So a lot of this stuff needs to get cleaned up and put new metal in. And then if we open the door here, you can see needs some work in there too. Probably going to cut that old metal out and put some new stuff in. So my first job is to get this rocker panel, put some new metal in here. Now to help me, my brother-in-law has lent me his metal bender. I've never used one before, but it looks pretty simple. So that way there I can bend some nice pieces so I can put back in that rocker panel. Alright, let's get at it. Okay. Alright. Oh. Well, maybe I can just pull it out. Oh gosh. That's really bad. Yeah, that's rotten. Okay, there we go. Got that in. Oh, that's not gonna move now. Okay. Let me try and get this out of here now. Got it marked off where I want to cut, what I want to leave, so see what happens. Okay, that's good. That's just there. All right. Oh, that's a big chunk out. So I'm just trying to clean up the backside of this a little bit. This is where a sandblaster would come in handy. I have one, but it's well, it's winter time right now. Well, it's pretty solid. If I can just clean that up a little bit more, I can put some rust sealer on that. Yeah, that turned out really nice. I'm happy with that. Just have to clean that up with a smaller, something a bit smaller to get in there. Yeah, I'm really glad I braced that up. You know, it moves a little bit, but it's certainly not going anywhere. So that way there, I kept that located in its correct position, so that when I start putting my patches back in here, that's going to line up nice and perfect for me. So I've got all the old junk cut out. So now what I'm going to do is come in with some cardboard, start making these templates, and then I can start piecing this whole area back together. Alright. I've gone ahead and put the rear quarter back on, just temporarily. What I want to do right now is just do a test fitment so that I can come down in here and get everything all lined up with where this fender or this quarter panel should be, so I can remake those sills. I got a couple fitment issues. As you can see, the gap at the top here is quite large, and it gets smaller as I come down, and even right here, this gap, I can fit my whole finger right in there. Now, if I look at the front here, you see the gap is rather small. Now, I had this door off because I had to repair the hinges, so I'm thinking when I put that door back on, I didn't get that set up right. So I spent some time adjusting this door, and I think I got it pretty close to where the gaps are half decent. So what I did was I raised up the front here, so that's pretty consistent with the other side, and it's fairly consistent all the way across now. And now this needs some work, obviously. This is going to have to come out a little bit. But if you take a look now, take a look at that gap. It's fairly consistent all the way to the top. A little bit wider up here. Now I've seen a trick where what people will do is they'll just put a little bit of weld or weld a little bar or something on there just to bring that gap out perfectly. So I'll see if I can't get this top a little bit better. What I'll do is I'll build that up with some weld in there, smooth it out. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that.
What's that?
This.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm still working on this sill area over here, trying to get this all patched up. So what I've gone ahead and done is I've created this little cardboard template.
Hold it.
Okay, you hold it for me. And it fits in there pretty good. It needs a little bit of refining, but it's fitting pretty good. And it'll bend around there. So what I'm going to do now is take my template and trace it out onto this piece of sheet metal that I have. Cut it out with some tin snips, and then go over to my bender and start bending this, and hopefully I'll be able to get something that fits in there. taken me about a good 4 hours tonight of bending, hammering, bending again, straightening, cutting. I finally got this patch to where I'm real happy with it, and the fitment's pretty good. So when I slide my finger over there, I can feel that it's nice and flush. I seem to got this edge good here. I'll have to grind that edge down just a little bit because it's sitting just a tad high. With it all along underneath here, and then if I can just get underneath, it's sitting pretty good underneath there too. So all in all, for my first patch, I'm pretty happy with that. I think it turned out real nice. Let me take a look from up top here. So once I prep it, prime it, I can tack that in tomorrow night, and then I'll have to do the rest of the panel outward. It gets a little bit smaller because it has to it still has to blend into the quarter panel. Now the nice thing about this area back in here is it doesn't have to be so precise, like I said, because the quarter panel is going to overlap somewhere up around here. So this part here is just basically backing support for the quarter panel. So that was a lot of work. Again, a lot of respect for people who do this for a living. But I'm happy with that.
Okay, go. Addie, are you helping Daddy? Show me your tool.
I'll come in and look at it.
What do you have? Drill?
Yeah.